guys. Fuck you, you fucking, wow. Fucking assholes. I'm telling you. Okay, let's. All right. Hello, BJ, Turan, and Eric Sweeney, or Sween. Glad to see the expanse went ended well for you. Thought the politics would kill you. They did a few times, but yeah, it was a good time seeing them get Slave One back. Yes, absolutely. Well, welcome back, guys. It's that time of the week where we talk about Book of Boba Fett, and I gotta say, this one really ramped things up quite a bit, in a good way. And yeah, we got Slave One back. We got to see um, how he acquired his Fennec, whatever lady, um, which we saw in the Mandalorian. We got the little sting at the end of the Mandalorian episode there with her that Boba Fett, walked up to her. Well, he has the jingle of the spurs in Mandalorian and not here, which I thought was weird. But I do like the little musical sting at the end of this one. Like, guess who's coming back? Just saying. I could get the Mandalorian helmet, but I'm not going to. Let's see. Everything is well, Joseph, and I really don't give a fuck what you do with the ads. So, no need to apologize. All right, let's see. Hey, Eric, how's it going? BJ Tehran throws in $5, so thank you so much. Says, I need to go all Wookiee at the local cantina so that the Twi'lek proprietress will come out and sweetly ask me to leave her patrons in one piece. I don't know why he freaked out so much, but Kersantin, that's his name. I finally know his name. Just 1 second, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Just gotta respond to the thing real quick here. By real quick, I mean as fast as this old ass iPad will allow, which so far is not very fast. There we go. All right. So anyway, yes, back to the show. The Gathering Storm. Really enjoyed it. This was like the 4th episode, I believe. And what is there, 6 or 7 in this season? So we're almost coming to the end, sadly. I hope that the bitchy, whiny people that complain about Boba Fett not being Boba Fett are more satiated in this episode. I mean, he basically swoops out of the sky and randomly just kills a whole biker gang. Is that the Boba Fett you guys wanted? Because I hope you'll shut up now. Seriously. Thank you, BJ. Yes, I had a drink. Thank you. Mark Lawrence, $5. Boba Fett to Mando. You gave Grogu to who? ThinkPad, hey Captain, I just came to click like and show support. I will not watch this until the first season is done, and then I binge watch. Probably a good idea. I think people might enjoy it more as a binge watch, so there's less bitching and whining, complaining. Joseph says I want to buy a Twi'lek costume for my partner. Go for it, dude. Eric says a drunk Wookiee is obviously a dangerous thing. He clearly didn't like failing his last mission. I mean, do you like failing anything? That's a big hit to the ego, man. Just saying. BJ says Trandosians, lizard people, aliens, enslaved Wookiees, so there is very bad blood. Lots of arms pulled out of sockets. Well, I didn't know that, so that's good. Yeah, that puts that whole thing in context then. So that's fine. Joseph says, you mean the Space Power Rangers? No, I don't mean the Space Power Rangers. I don't even know what that's referring to. I suppose that's referring to the biker gang, which were not Space Power Rangers at all. Their bikes were just a little stupid. Honestly, I'm getting kind of sick of people referring to them as the Space Power Rangers. It's, I mean, I get the same, get the same kind of defensiveness with Star Trek Discovery, and people call them the Klingorks. I fucking hate that shit too. Yes, they're not a good design, but you don't have to call them whatever. So the biker gang from the last episode felt a little place. Not the hugest fans of their really bright bicycles, or sorry, Vespas. But that being said, I didn't mind the characters at all, and I think it's fine. So, you know. Patrick says, "What up, motherfucker?" I'm not sure what version of the OG trilogy I like most. Okay. Lockdown says, this is not Boba Fett. This is a sad old man who talks too much. I think they are trying to destroy Boba like they did with Luke. They need to destroy the old heroes to prop up their new characters. Totally disagree. Most people get older and wiser and smarter and realize that they need to settle down. And I think this is a perfect, considering what Boba Fett's been through, I think it's perfectly fine. So, sorry you feel that way. BJ says, to all the Star Wars people I watch on YouTube, Star Wars Theory and Accurate Salad are enjoying the show. That's good. Lockdown says, I know you disagree, but... And? Yeah, I disagree. I don't think he's a sad... He's not like Picard. Picard became a sad betrayal of Picard, unfortunately. So willing to accept that, yes, when a character is written poorly, it shows. I don't think that they've done that at all with Boba Fett yet. I think it's perfectly fine. I think it's actually very interesting. And his growth, especially with the the Tuscans and stuff, I think is great. It's very well done. That's my opinion. I know you have yours, and that's cool. But it is what it is. So sorry you're not enjoying it, because I really am. I know that I just showed up, Captain, but are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. Why? Why do you ask? Jeremy Cuffield didn't care for steampunk characters in Star Wars. Body mod gang felt out of place. Yeah, they absolutely did, especially on Tatooine. Would have worked better on Coruscant or something, but didn't necessarily hate it. I hated the Vespas. I thought that was just stupid, especially for Tatooine. And considering they have no money to buy water, but they have all these mods to their bodies and to their bikes, it's like, okay, no wonder you don't have any money. You don't have a job, whatever. BJ says, lockdown, I'm a sad old man, so I connect very well. Anyone want to school me? On what, ThinkPad? Eric says, I like the whole season so far. Some people don't seem to have patience for a backstory to be developed. Chill out and enjoy. Yeah, it's not for everybody, I guess. But I am Misi. Destroy the guy with 10 lines previously. With like 10 lines previously. Yeah, destroy the guy that only had like 10 lines previous. Yeah. BJ says, I'm sad, almost 40. Who feels 60, old man? I'm 47 and I still feel like I'm 20. So, I mean, hey. except for in the morning when my back hurts. But other than that, I don't feel my age, that's for sure. I'm EC. I think you mean actually give him character. I need a back to tank for my health. Amen. ThinkPad says, you seem not yourself at all, Captain. I was just checking. I hope that is a concern. I hope that this concern was not out of line. I don't know what you mean by don't seem like myself. I guess a few of the lives lately, especially the 5 o'clock ones, I just haven't really been. I've been very tired going into them and stuff. I got a really weird sleep schedule right now. I'm going to bed at like 3:30 a.m., sometimes 4, and waking up around 10. So not really getting as much sleep as I should be. And then by the time I do the lives at 5, it's like I'm just dead. Sometimes I can pick up and feel better, but a lot of times it's just draining. I don't know if you mean specifically this live, but I feel pretty good right now. So I don't know what you mean by not feeling myself, unless you meant over the course of a little while. In which case, it's just, I'm sick of this COVID lockdown bullshit. The weather's been annoying me. I don't know. But yeah, I'm okay. Thank you for asking, though. It's not, no problem asking. And it wasn't out of line, don't worry. You're only as old as the one you're touching. Wow, that sounds really... I'm not going to go there. BJ Turan, shiny body mod gang is awkward for Tatooine, but makes perfect sense in Star Wars as we have Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker with body mods, so tech is there and widely used. Yeah, I just don't think it fits on Tatooine necessarily. Like I said, on Coruscant or one of those other planets, I think they definitely fit in. Just on Tatooine, it feels a little out of place. So, I think, David's puts in $5. Hasn't anyone seen the Fast and Furious depressed area, but the culture finds a way to show off the vehicles and bodies? And no, nobody watches Fast and Furious. So, okay, stop licking me. ThinkPad says, it is always okay to vent. I do vent quite a bit, especially on these late night lives. My parents go to bed at 3 a.m. and wake up at 12 p.m. I mean, today I woke up a little bit later. Today I woke up at like 11:30 after going to bed at like... I think when I went to bed, I looked at the clock, it was 3:37, and I know I didn't get to sleep until closer to 5. But that's just the way it is. You look tired. I'm sorry for being too observant or mistaken. If you're not mistaken, I am tired. But not another word. No, it's fine. It's fine. I am tired. I definitely have a sleep deficit or a sleep debt going on. But that happens to me a lot. And then one night I feel like going to bed at 8 o'clock. I go to bed at 8 o'clock and I'll wake up the next morning at like 10:30 again. So more than 12 hours of sleep. And then I'm kind of reset for a couple months. It's just how it kind of works. So, but thank you for asking. Eric throws in $5. Have a drink chock full of vitamins. Thank you, Eric. Shit, I'm gonna need another beer. I should have brought up 2 this time. Joseph says, you tolerate me, and you tolerate me. You really tolerate me. Okay. I wouldn't say I tolerate you at all. I don't like having you around, so that's not tolerating you. BJ Tron, I didn't see this live video promoted early on YouTube today. I only scheduled it like 2.5 hours ago, after our other live was finished. So that's probably why. There is a fucking bot, which is gone now. Jeremy Caulfield says, if they did old Boba Fett, it would be the Mandalorian. Let the story progress. Be patient. Exactly. Got to see. Same way with He-Man Revelations. Like everybody's like, after the first 6 episodes of the first part, they're like, I know, I get it. It's not my He-Man. Like, shut the fuck up. Why don't you watch the whole thing, wait for part 2 to come out, then make your decision? You know, since part 2's come out, I've heard no fucking complaining because part 2 was phenomenal. And as a result, the whole piece is phenomenal because it's building story, it's building character. So how about you shut the fuck up until you've seen everything before you bitch and whine and have all your temper tantrums. Like, you can point out a few things that don't make sense to you or you don't understand or you wish they would have done better. But to bitch and whine and moan about complain about everything until you know the full thing, what's going on, it's unacceptable in my opinion. Let's all click that like button, folks, and enjoy this awesome content. Well, thank you, ThinkPad. Appreciate that. You do my job for me. And yes, it's Sleeman's original draft. BJ says, my work schedule has me both day and night shifts, so I'm all screwed up. Waking up at both 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. throughout the week. Patrick says, Kat, are you a fan of the Ultra Magnus figures? Oh, the Transformer Ultra Magnus. Not the biggest Ultra Magnus fan. I'd love to have an original one. I mean, the figures look all right. The character's all right as well. Not the biggest fan, though. I am Misi, throws in $20 super chat. Jesus, that is awesome. So thank you so much. I don't mind there being colorful or fancy items there. Planets with varied places. You wouldn't say Earth had a color scheme. I imagine they spent their water money on the mods and bikes. Dumb, but it happens. You say that, but in the Star Wars universe, there's definitely a color palette. George Lucas was very adamant about that. Tatooine was the desert planet. It's all the same kind of look. Hoth is the ice planet. Endor, the forest moon, is all a forest planet. Coruscant is all a cityscape. Like there's no, you can't imagine a green spot on Coruscant or a city on the other side of Hoth. You know what I mean? Like Star Wars is very broad strokes as far as that goes, and I think that's fine. So that's why the biker gang seemed a little out of place, but that being said, it was Mos Espa. It wasn't Mos Eisley. I don't know if I had a drink for that one, but thank you. It's a good super chat. Thank you. Jedic Productions, $5 Australian. Chegalug, love you, brother. Oh, thank you, Joseph. Hope you're feeling better, sir. Eric says, I think COVID fatigue is how early it gets dark in the winter that's getting to everyone. It's definitely bugging me. I need a beach with bar service. Yeah, there's a lot going on with me as far as the weather and just not really being able to go out and do anything, or there's a lot going on. So, but other than that, I'm fine. So thank you for caring, guys. Appreciate it. At least you're having a great hair day, Captain. Am I? Actually, I am. Actually, I need a haircut because it's getting a little long on the sides here. But I'll probably go for a haircut early next week. But thank you for noticing. I appreciate that. Although I didn't do anything special about it today, so appreciate it. Jeremy Caulfield says he was never a He-Man fan, probably too old. He-Man, but I still enjoyed it. I never had the toys really. That being said, I've since got some, which I need to do unboxings of. I've done a toy haul video, but I got the vintage He-Man and the vintage Skeletor and the vintage Battle Cat down here. So I always enjoyed the shows, but I never really watched them that much as a kid. I think it was just at that age where I was kind of getting a little too old for that when it came out. I don't know exactly when it came out, but I did enjoy watching He-Man. Actually, I enjoy watching She-Ra a lot more. I mean, Hordak and, the Horde were a much better enemy than Skeletor, much cooler enemy. And She-Ra, man. She-Ra. Anyway. Tatooine is a fucking melting pot in a desert. There you go. Fry Minis says favorite part was Boba Fred flying his ship, blasting the biker nerds. His happy smile was great. Yeah, that's Boba goddamn Fett for you, kicking ass. So awesome shirt, super cotton. Yes, it's visit Rigel7. But yeah, thank you. And it says visit Rigel7. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It was very fun seeing the seismic charge again. Poor so I don't like seeing the seismic charge. I like hearing the seismic charge. That I can't even do it. That it sounds fucking great. Poor Sarlacc. Yeah. Tim McCaffrey. All the He-Man toys were the same mold, I believe. Yeah, body wise, most of them were. Yeah. BJ says the biker gang is odd looking. Looks fine for shiny new upper levels. Coruscant, a backstory of them coming from the core worlds would fix that. They're tourists like hippies in the country. Yeah, maybe. David says Jessica Rabbit equals She-Ra. Eric, if Mando comes to Boba's aid, I wonder if he will still have the Darksaber. Well, that's the thing. Will he? We'll have to see. I don't know. And a lot of people online are like, I don't like where this is going because I recognize that musical cue. It's like, what don't you like? The fact that the Mandalorian's going to come into Boba Fett? There's still going to be another season of The Mandalorian. I want to see the Mandalorian show up in Boba Fett. I think that'd be great. But I don't understand people. Every little thing they can bitch and whine about, they're going to bitch and whine about, even when it's good content. Like, I don't understand. I'm flabbergasted. Lockdown. Original Fett was known to disintegrate people for looking at him the wrong way, blowing up entire buildings to get one bounty. Vader basically had to beg him to bring it on alive. Disney Fett talks about his feelings. Yeah, because people change. The charge was too close, Matt. I agree, especially if the Sarlacc didn't actually swallow it, and it didn't actually, because the way it fell out and thunk and kind of rolled past the canopy. If it hadn't done that, they would have been dead. But that's okay. Hey folks, if you have people that like this channel or Star Trek, why not ask them to drop by? Just a thought. Well, thank you, ThinkPad. Yes, share this content. Jadek says, I have to thank you. I might end up in ED. Ooh, erectile dysfunction? Dude, that sucks. This is helping me keep my pulse rate down. Thank you for being medicine for me. Trekyards forever. I might end up in ED. Is that erectile dysfunction? Or do you mean ER? Gotta be more clear, dude. I don't know what you mean. So she became a data. I don't know what you mean, Ozzy. How do you feel about the robot tummy for Fun Rick Schran, the assistant? Fun Rick Schran? It's fine. Does she still poop? I don't know. Why don't you ask her? Fennec Shand, yes. Try dropping a nuke on a sea anemone. Hopefully Cobb Vanth will show. Yes, I'd like to see him for sure. Matt says, so far it's looked quite cheap. They need to take this show into space. I am Misi. He went through pretty much the same thing in the old EU. He even ended up training Jaina Solo eventually. I didn't know that. That's cool. Eric, I love the don't push my buttons comment. I think he says don't touch my buttons, but yes. BJ says, I watched but don't remember He-Man or She-Ra. 1982, baby. But I do recall I like She-Ra more. Probably boobs. I mean, that has a that's a big part of it, for sure. But I think the bad guy is just better. Hordak and the evil horde are just more memorable than Skeletor and his minions. Like, if you put the two side by side, I think Hordak is the more imposing bad guy, but I could be wrong. Genevieve says, Lockdown, that's a bit of a wishful thinking if you think that Vader was begging Fett not to disintegrate them. When he said no disintegrations, that tone was command, not a request. Jeremy, happy that Lower Decks was renewed. Everything was renewed. All the shows have been renewed for another season. Fry Mini says, anyone know why Chewbacca tied his hair color? Or Chewbacca. I don't know what a Chewbacca is. And did he tied his hair to what color? Matt Decker, and a pet peeve of mine, hovering over the pits, jets facing up after showing the jets lifting the ship earlier. Just an odd visual. That's fine. It's kind of a trope in a lot of science fiction and fantasy that things can fly backwards with the engines blaring still. So, I don't know. I think it's fine. Did Boba Fett's assistant become a robot? No, she did not. She has a cybernetic implant for her stomach wound, I guess. Joseph says emergency department. Oh, so the ER, the emergency room. Cool. Joseph says my heart is acting like I'm in arrhythmia. Oh, that sucks. David, Jaina trained with everyone. She didn't become queen of the galaxy for nothing, and Hordak trained Skeletor. That's true. That is true. Jadek says this show is helping me keep calm. That's good. Glad we can keep you calm, sir. Relax. Close your eyes and think of a calm blue ocean. There's a seagull overhead. Kee! Whatever the fuck noise seagulls make. Mine, 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 mine. Oh, you hear the waves crashing against the rocks. And before you know it, there's somebody in your living room that has eyes the size of goddamn tires. I don't know. Heart attack. I'm not trying to give you a heart attack. That was meant as a joke. But Jason O, she's a cyborg now, not a robot. Tons of Star Wars characters are. Yep. Smart Smears. I don't watch Star Wars, but I hope the fans are getting good shows. Yeah, we are. I think so, absolutely. Nicomancer. Can't wait for more Lower Decks. Better than Star Trek Discovery. Again, it's different. The whining and bitching and complaining is really... It has to stop, guys. We get it. You don't like it. Move the fuck on. Fry Minis. Chewbacca used to have brown to blonde hair, but now black and gray. Did he get old? Well, that's not Chewbacca. I don't even know who Chewbacca is. It's not even Chewbacca. That's Chrysanthemum. He's a Wookiee bounty hunter. ThinkPad. Let's all click the like button, folks, and enjoy this. Thank you very much, ThinkPad. You're like my number one cheerleader tonight. Yeah. We have no fucking admins here. None of the moderators have showed up. Maybe I should message them. Hold up. you go. And now they know. And knowing is half the battle. Yo, Joe. I would agree about the jets facing the wrong way in a gravity well, but over a big hole with nasty monster. Yeah, I can see why it'd be confusing for people. Yeah, it is called Discovery and not that acronym, yeah. You're right, Patrick. David says Slave One was only hovering on repulses. The engine's just idle. There you go. Perfect. Paul says, is Lobot a cyborg or just a guy with some cool headgear? He is a cyborg. Matt Deckard, ripping the alien's arm off wasn't much of a payoff. They made the scene play out like we just saw an arm popped off a figure. No one cared. That's true. It's like, Max, start playing. And I didn't think that was Max Rebo. I thought it was another guy that looked the same species. Because Max Rebo died on Jabba's sail barge, unless he got off of there. But this guy has a smaller trunk and smaller ears. But, so I didn't think it was Max. Maybe it's just another guy. It's the same species that's also named Max. I don't know. Maybe this is Max Cybo. The ships have repulsors when they near the surface. Rocket thrust could roast the Sarlacc. Yes. Laughable Larry throws in $5. Boba is out for peace, no matter how many men, women, or children he has to kill to get it. What is he, peacemaker? ThinkPad, I'm on a 2-minute leg for the last 20 minutes. Eric Martin, I assume in that position, Slave One was using some kind of anti-grav tech like soeters, and engines are just idling. They can't move on cap. They won't be able to hate if they did. It's true. Sad existence. Jason, Matt, do you remember when Obi-Wan dismembered a man and nobody cared? LOL, violence is nothing to a lot of people in that universe. That's true. That is true. Defiant, Miss Raven Productions, they have to closet watch the stuff they hate and complain and whine. That's also true. ThinkPad, I try to help Captain Foley. I just don't want to step on moderators. Oh, there's no moderators here. They've all fallen asleep, apparently. But that's okay. Jeremy, just binge watching Resident Alien first season. Pretty good. I want to binge watch that, actually. Where did you watch it? Is it available? I should look it up on my Fire Stick. I'm sure it's available on some service. But yeah, I want to watch that for sure. Matt Decker throws in $2. Buy yourself a spotchka and mod me if you like. Well, I won't be modding you, Matt. Just because you can't just mod anybody. We have a procedure that we have to go through. We have a group chat that everybody has to be a part of. You have to get introduced to all the other moderators and kind of get your assignment for the live, and then you can go live. Sorry, it's like a team, and unfortunately no one's here right now, but that's okay. I don't just moderate everybody like some other channels do. Tim McCaffrey, maybe they're all named Max. That could be the case. Fry Minis, come on, we'd need a Kmart version of this show with Jorbo the Gut, Chewbacca, Boba Fried, and Duke Frywalker. Sounds like a good parody, man. Paul B, old Max dove out of the back of the sand into a sand dune. Did he now? Cool. Wikipedia notes that Max Rebo escaped, probably ran for it at the first sign. Matt says, speaking of good news, I'm really happy with Peacemaker. Good. I also like Peacemaker. Matthew says, Tatooine is fun, but when will Boba go out into space? I don't know. Seeing Fennec Shand fall down to the window with the Sarlacc lapping up to eat them below as she tried. The earthquake bomb was great. Hey, YouTube notification sucks. I will be taking over as bot hunting. Hey, Fleetball is here. Good to see you. Resident Alien is on the Sci-Fi Channel. Yeah, but we don't have that here in Canada, Ozzy. So there we go. There you go. Arms meant more in Imperial days. Eric Martin, I think we are going to need another video tour down to the kitchen because you are going to need more beer. Hopefully not. Abijatron, now I know how people who love Disco and Picard felt for years about people like me. The social media hates Sniper Squad. Jeremy, Sci-Fi had a marathon before season 2 starts on the 26th. Oh, that's cool. Well, if it's on CTV Sci-Fi, then it'll be on Crave, so it's fine. Fleetpaw, $2. When in doubt, send nudes. That summons the mods. Every time I send a nude of myself to the mod team, everybody quits. Oh, you don't mean nudes of me? Okay. Patrick says, cannot stand haters at all. They never shut up about how much they hate stuff. But are you expressing your hate for the haters by saying that you hate haters all the time, though? Because that's the same thing. Just saying, not being an asshole, but yeah. Don't worry, I hate the haters, and it's fine. You can do that. Matt says, having the space hipsters just means there is must be space hipster scene in the town. I mean, there has to be more than just one bar in the town, right? Yeah, there is. Anyway, whatever. Oh, okay, that's just a horrifying image. Yes. Send nudes of women, stupid. Oh, okay. Fully to mods, everyone fight. No one quits. I hate hate. Then you're the very thing that you hate. Jeremy Caulfield, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Easy. Yep. And keep your opinions to yourself. It's pretty simple. Yeah, don't watch it. Move on. Do something else. Anyway, hit that like button, guys. We have 40 people watching with 33 likes. I think we can do better than that. Haters embrace the dark side. How many cantinas are in Tatooine? I mean, they have been shown. That have been shown on screen. At least 2. The dive bar that Han and Chewie were in first Star Wars. And that's Mos Eisley, though. And then this is also Mos Eisley, the fancy bar with Jennifer Beals, or Jessica Beals, whatever the fuck her name is, as the Twi'lek. That's like a fancier bar, but the same town. And then there's Mos Espa, which probably has a few bars also. Like, you know. How many who are we? Foley's friends. No, I don't have friends. Let's all click that like button. Psh, folks, if you enjoy this awesome content. Stop calling it awesome content. It sounds like you're being sarcastic after like 5 times. It's not awesome. It's just me sitting here, being tired, talking about nothing. It's a casino. Yeah, I would buy that. It looks like a casino. They're all Captain Foley's crew. There you go. I clicked it 20 times. Oh, I clicked it at 20 sips of blue milk. Okay. Haters should post some content of their own to see what it's like on receiving end when you are trying to be creative. Well, that's the problem. All these haters, well, not all the haters, 95% of the haters don't make their own content. So they don't know what it's like to make content, so they don't know what it's like to get negative feedback, I guess, unless they got bullied and beaten up by their parents, which is probably the case, in which case that's shitty, but you don't have to take it out on everybody else. Sorry your childhood sucked, get over it. But honestly, some people, like some channels, do make their own content. So you can't use that argument because they're making content. Sometimes it's better content than others, but still, you know. So yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it, and I don't like it. So. James McGill, $2. Love watching Boba Fett's character transformation. I agree. It's awesome. It's actually getting to know the person. If people are here, it might just not be pathetic, my captain. Well, I disagree, but thank you. Jennifer Beals from Flashdance. That's the one. Haters can just fuck off. Fleet Paw said it best. Defiant Mr. Room Production says, have you or Samuel done a live or video about Planet of Titans? No. Somebody asked us that the other night as well. No. We haven't. Easier to tear down than to build up. Amen. General gave us $5. People have this weird fetish. Boba Fett would kick puppies to death or burn down an orphanage with children inside to be a badass. He's not like that. That's hilarious. Recently went through my subscribed YouTube channels and unsubscribed from some of the haters I fell into during my dark disco years. Defund the hate. Like Boba Fett, I'm turning over a new leaf. Good man, BJ. Awesome. Ozzy, was this episode better than last week? Was this episode this better this week? I'll give you guys the reminder that I have dyslexia. So when I'm tired late at night and I'm reading these, it's really hard sometimes just to read a normal comment, let alone one that has spelling errors and wrong words in it. So if you could just be a little bit more attentive to it, would be awesome. Because I don't want to, a lot of times I assume a word, so I read the word that I assume, and that's not their intent. So now I try to read every word regardless, whether it's a joke or whatever. If I read it wrong, it could, just saying. Yes, this episode was better than last week, I think. You need to read it in your best Gordon Ramsay voice, Stuart. What, yelling? Not your job, drown the puppies. David puts in $5. Thank you so much, David. You have a Max Million in your background for the 5 p.m. lives. Have you ever Fleet Yard the Cygnus? What would it take to get you in Sam's review? We filmed a Fleet Yards on the Cygnus, and we were going to film one on the robots as well. So Max Million, Vincent, and Old Bob. We never got around to filming those ones, but we did film one on the Cygnus. It just has not been edited yet. We have a bunch of Fleet Yard stuff that hasn't been edited because we've kind of dropped Fleet Yards because it just wasn't getting the views at all that it should have. But we do have a lot of good Fleet Yards content already available, so. But yes, the Cygnus and the Palomino. I think we filmed both of those. It might have been released. I seem to remember it being released for the Cygnus for Fleet Yards. Maybe not. I know we filmed it at least, but that was a long time ago. James says, I'm a bit worried about my dog. He watches with interest as the Wookiees are ripped arms off the alien. Matt says, there isn't a reason to hate this. I do think they went with Mando and used the Boba vibe for Mando. They finally decided to use Boba, but you can't have two people with the attitude of Mando, so... But Mando's young, and Boba Fett is fucking old. I disagree with that whole comment, Matthew, or Matt. Who cares? I mean, it's a development of a character. You can still have your old, gnarly, never says anything, flies into a fucking side of a sail barge and falls down a sand dune into a fucking creature's mouth. Idiot of a fucking bounty hunter, if that's the guy you want. Or you can have somebody that's learned from his mistakes, has a lifetime of experience that is trying to move on and become a better person. You know, it's up to you. Have what you want. And if you want a bumbling fucking idiot that put Captain Solo in the cargo bay. Like, okay, good job. He's so amazingly awesome. I don't know. Just we're seeing where they take this character who has to talk and doesn't wear his helmet. I know. Oh, yeah. Eric says Boba has realized that he is taking all the risks in his past life, and the fat cats keep getting rich. He still uses violence, but only when necessary. Yep. Fully sci-fi nightmares. Oh. Dude, my captain, the hair of yours now has what looks like silver line, like Rogue from Doctor Strange. Also, yeah, I do. I've got gray, like right here. It's like just right here. That's it. I got a few specks of gray throughout, but there's a really distinct line here and a line of gray right here as well, which looks stupid when it's shorter because it looks like it's just bald there. Yeah. But anyway, thank you. No idea how I did not notice that a while ago. Yeah, you only really notice it when I get longer hair. And in certain lights as well. In the sunlight, you can really tell. Remember hearing that a famous rock band was originally going to call themselves Basket of Dead Puppies. Oh. I found the Sequest the other day and loved it. Sequest is awesome, man. Too many fleets, not enough yards. Fleet Paw said, I just checked and can't find the fleet yards to the Cygnus. Okay, yeah, I don't think they released it then. BJ says, I'll even say Burnham looked great in the recent photo. I think her in her ready room stateroom looked even like TOS era. Wish I have seen that art design in season 1. Yeah, they made a lot of missteps in season 1, but it is what it is. The Silver Fox. That's Greybush to you, bitch. ThinkPad, let's all click like button and enjoy this satisfactory content. Thank you, ThinkPad. Fleet Paw, if anyone says he looks like a skunk, I'll throw you out an airlock. LOL. Moving on. BJ Turon. Star Wars has multiple canons, so multiple possibilities. Lots of Star Wars Legends and animated Star Wars series content. Making it into live action adds a backstory and world building. Yeah, and that's the other thing, guys. Your Boba Fett in the expanded universe that kicks puppies and kills orphans, he's still there. He's still in those books. You can still go read them and live your fantasies of him strangling you in your bed while you jerk off all over his costume. I don't know what you guys dream about. But if you want that badass Boba Fett, he's still there. Go read those fucking books. Okay? Like, you don't have to bitch and whine and complain. Just shut the fuck up. Move on. Love how these Star Wars shows has crossovers that complement each other, as well as all the interesting villains and heroes from the comic books. Can't wait to see those killer versions of C-3PO and R2-D2. Oof. Let's all click that like button and enjoy this satisfactory content. Yes, that's better. Thank you, ThinkPad. Trainer will give us $5. Boba is tired of not only losing his dad and adopted family with the Tuscans, he doesn't want to end like his dad, taking that one last job. It's too much. Yes, I agree, General Grievous. This is where everybody else chimes in. Boba Fett would have murdered all those Tuscans. Okay, relax. Not a skunk. An old Shih Tzu. He's badass. And once we're warriors. Fleet Paw, that was a joke, Stuart. It was the line of from all good things. Data's housekeeper said his hair looked like this. That's true. That's true. And it hurt Data's feelings just like it hurt mine. General Grievous, I also think he's tired of having other people swing him like a hammer and wants to be in control of himself. Yeah, he says as much in this episode. Hey, Puggins. Puggins, stop snoring, okay? Eric Martin, $2. A touch of gray is cool. Have a sip. And when, shut the fuck up. And when my hair is short, you can't even really tell. I'll have a sip. A very tiny little sip. A touch of gray is cool. No, this episode was longer as well, which was good. I hate seeing like a fucking 32-minute episode like last week or whatever. It's like, really, guys? Why are you doing this? Just don't do that. So this one was longer, which is nice. The flashbacks in this are very acceptable to me. I really enjoy the flashback style and the story that's being told. Like I said, when I watched Green Arrow or Arrow, whatever the fuck the show was, with Oliver Quinn or whatever, I hated every fucking flashback to the island. Every week there was a fucking island flashback, another island flashback. I didn't care. I really hated the island flashbacks. They really took me out of the show. These flashbacks are done very well, and I think they're doing a fantastic job telling that backstory the way they are. So. Not as funny as Data's beard when I stroke it thusly. Robert Rose Jr. Hello tonight, Captain Foley. Brandon Tenold proves every Canadian is so nice all the time. Okay. Matt Deckard, best Sequest episode. Pod crew gets stranded in a cave. Crew draws straws for one to stay behind. Lonnie offers herself to Lucas after he drew the short straw. Okay. PJ Turan, on Boba, in the Expanse, several bad and dark characters, Amos, Peaches, Avisaria, and Kaesh Ashford, became good guys at the end, and they changed their and made the right decisions for the greater good. Amos, fucking love Amos. Peaches, love Peaches. I hated her at the beginning. Definitely liked her at the end. I don't remember Avisariel, whoever the hell that is. Not ringing a bell. But Ashford, I thought Ashford was a fucking dickhead when we first met him. And then at the end, I fucking loved him. He was one of my favorite characters. So, yeah. Yeah. People can change. Even Draper, Drummer, whatever the fuck her name is. I couldn't stand her character for, like, the whole entire run of the series until, like the last couple episodes. And then it's like, okay. All right, still not my favorite person. And one person I never liked was the president lady. I can't remember her name. Or is that the Avasarakalala person? I don't know. Anyway, the 40 packs a day lady. I can't, I just don't like her. As simple as that. Eric, I loved when the droid said that he was all healed, and Sharon says, what about the scars on the inside? Yeah. That was a busy question. Brandon Tenold has a YouTube channel that reviews lower quality movies. Yes, I know. He's from Alberta. And he's always sitting on a couch. He's like, well, until next time. And then he walks away. Yeah, I watch Brian Tenold all the time. Fellow Canadian, you know how it is. Jeremy Caulfield, Green Arrow was annoying no matter what he accomplished, so much self-doubt. Yeah, I watched like the first episode, or the first season. Well, I watched about a season and a half with my son, who was really into it. I just hated all the flashback shit. So, General Grievous, Boba got revenge on the biker gang, but got the wrong people even though they had it coming. The Pikes practically spoon-fed it when they dropped their name when he called them to collect tribute. Yes, it was the Pikes that definitely killed the Tuscans for sure. Even in this episode, Fennec says, "You sure the biker gang killed them? Because I don't think so." So yeah, they're hinting at that for sure. But yeah, the biker gang had it coming anyway because they're a bunch of cunts. So screw them. So General Grievous, my theory is that we're watching the Tuscan camp and waited for Boba to leave before massacring them, and then the Kenton Striders calling card is a false flag. Yes, absolutely. How can you be a superhero and shoot arrows? 40 packs a day, lady. Photon torpedo arrows. Now I get it. Eric Martin says Shran doesn't believe the Nike gang took out the Tuscans. The Nike gang? Just do it. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta see if I got something on here. Ecoby. Okay, yes. Sorry, I just have to download the app for my Ecobee, my furnace, my thermostat. It's a little warm in here. I'm just going to turn the thermostat down from my iPad. I know, bow before me. Yes, yes, yes. It's fine. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, where are we here? There we go. Hey, hey, what's the matter? Anyway, it's getting a little warm in here, so I'm just going to turn that down. All right. Avasarella is the one smoking the Lucky Strikes in the airlock on her UN battleship. She went from torturing belters to being accused of going soft when she was aided. Yeah, so 40 packs a day, lady. Yeah. I can't stand the actress either. I can't stand the actress or the character. So screw that lady. Although I probably wouldn't, but you know what I mean. Eric says, Fennec seems to understand the factions and the politics better. Matt says the last episode of Book of Boba Fett, the alien that looks like the Grinch and toast Boba Fett at the table is my friend Ardeshir Radpur. He's always had small roles, but this is a breakthrough for him. Well, I guess you can't be friends with him now because you hate the show so much. Sorry to hear that. And he looks like the Grinch in the last episode. I mean, this episode? Because he gets toasted in this episode. Sorry you have to hate your friend now, Matt. That's rough. But that's cool that your friend is in it. Dave says the Sarlacc gave Boba a little something that many Star Wars characters lack. Perspective. Laughable Larry, the Sarlacc pit reminds me of my mother-in-law. Oof. Matt Deckard, Nikkei sounds Indian to me. ThinkPad, I have been kit bashing Micro Machines, Star Wars, and Star Trek ships. Cool. Language. Where we're going, we don't need no goddamn language. An iPad. Jeremy, Star Wars also lacks safety rails. That's true. FleetPod, $2. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. I know you're not, but I'll keep you around. That's fine. Polo player, also the USC Trojan. Bastards too fit to stand next to in public. Robert Rose Jr., do you like the Sirocco, the ship from the second Aliens movie, Captain? Yes, I do. The Sulaco. I think it's great. I think I actually have the one from Eagle Moss downstairs. I think I've done a review of it. Have I done the Sirocco? Fleet Pod, go look. I think I've done the Eagle Moss Sirocco model. I've done a lot of fucking Eagle Moss reviews, I'm telling you. It's hard to remember what I've done and what I haven't done, because a lot of them I have the model, but I haven't done the review for it yet. So yeah, go check. I think I've done that one though. Tweeted you his pic. I don't do Twitter, dude. I would say Facebook Messenger to me, because then I can check it on here. I don't have Twitter on here. I don't want to do all this sign-in bullshit to get on Twitter on my fucking iPad, and I'm using my phone to film with, so I don't know why people don't just use Facebook Messenger. Don't tweet me anything. It's like fucking calling me. Don't call me. Don't pick up the phone and call me. Tweet me. Or, no, don't tweet me. Text me. Fuck's sakes. Text me or email me. Tweeting me, I'll never probably see it, because Twitter's a fucking cesspool and I hate using it. And I miss half the stuff I'm supposed to see on there anyway. So yes, don't tweet me. Don't tweet at me. Just don't do that. My God. I think one molecule in the absolute total universe and multiverse. Got the iPad joke. No, I get it, because you're ThinkPad and you're like, iPad? I human? I get it, but yes, iPad. Still. I missed my Micro Machines Defiant. Then I looked at the price of them on eBay. Good God. Hey, I have a Micro Machines Defiant downstairs. If they're pricey, that's awesome. Who the fuck? Okay. Well, that's who I thought you were talking about. That's him there. So this guy is Matt Deckard's friend, which is cool. So yeah, that's cool. That is cool, Matt. All right, what is happening here? I've chatted to you lots on Facebook Messenger. I never use Twitter. I use Instagram, but other than that, Facebook, I'm not in Facebook jail. Or as it's called now, Metapause. Metapause, that's fucking funny. I don't use Instagram that much either. I can't stand Instagram or Twitter or Discord. I fucking hate Discord. Discord's a piece of shit program. But anyway, Robert Rose Jr., that is something perplexing in the first two Alien movies, just how fast the ships of that universe travel. Yeah, I don't know. Eric says, so I assume you have given up on the Enterprise D kit. I watch World of Wayne, and he is having big delays on shipments for that model. Yep. I haven't got a shipment from Eagle Moss in 4 months. And I keep messaging my rep, and he's like, oh, well, the warehouse said that they shipped it. I'll check in a few days. It's like, okay. Oh, the warehouse said that they made an error, but we really appreciate you guys, representing our brand and whatever. So I'll get on that right away. It's like, okay. Oh, well, apparently there has been something shipped out to you. I'll just see if I can get you a tracking number in a day or so. Okay. Oh no, there was I can't seem to find, like, fuck, like, seriously. You're a company. We're representing you, and you're having issues with us? No wonder we keep hearing from your customers that they don't get their shipments, and yes, I've totally given up on the Enterprise D thing. I don't have room for it anyway, so it's fine. The Corsair from Battle Beyond the Stars, aka the boob ship. Yes, the boob ship. I like the boob ship. Holy shit, 2 people got it. Paul B. Did it bother anyone else that Slave 1 barely fit into its parking spot? No. Not really. I hate the design of that ship. First of all, it's so impractical to fucking fly. Well, flying's not too bad. Landing, it's impractical. It's a stupid fucking design. It was also there for years, apparently. So, I don't know why it wasn't sold or taken apart for scrap or sold off piece by piece. I don't know. But, yeah, it didn't bother me. Matt says, what's your most anticipated Eagle Mouse model? Most anticipated Eagle Mouse model coming out? Any of the Stargate stuff? Actually, one of the ones I really want is Nomad. Yeah, I want the Nomad probe thing. Trying to remember other ones that I've requested that I might never get. Regular one, I still haven't got that one. I don't know. Not finding an Eagle Mouse review for this Sirocco. Speaking of, make sure you yes. I could go for a Nomad. I still need to get the Space Dock. I got Space Dock. Which reminds me. Sorry, guys, just. And then Matt sent me a dirty pic. It's of Klingon boobs from Discovery. Thanks, Matt. It's good stuff. All right. Perhaps Boba Fett had a booby trap to keep anyone from messing with the ship. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. Did you ever get the Hot Wheels Bird of Prey? Great toy. Wing functioning. Wing function is excellent. Yes, I have it downstairs. It's in box. It's in the box. It has been removed from the box. It's not an Eagle Mouse review, but a mission briefing. Check out the regular one video. Dun dun dun. David Watts. All I want to know is where the pink Power Ranger is. I'm not even reading that. So sick of them being referred to as Power Rangers. War God 6. I want to get a Valiant. Oops, sorry. Which is the Defiant concept. I want to do more concepts, including the Defiant Pathfinder. That ship, the Nova, is growing on me since STO gave us the T6 Nova. Nice. Yeah. Let's see. Where are we? Just over an hour. 41 likes. 41 people watching. It's pretty good. Can we get 9 more likes? Can we get to 50 likes? Got a little bit of beer left, too. Probably going to call it wraps soon here. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing other things here. I'm just getting distracted. It's not fair to you guys. Sorry. I think Shannon is a great sidekick for Boba, a reality check when he needs it. I agree. I agree. Let's all click on that like button if you enjoy this mediocre content. Thank you, ThinkPad. David says Slave 1 would have made a great trophy. Maybe he kept it for himself. It is cherried out. Did you ever watch The Expanse? I skimmed the last season to get to the space battles. Never let down. Yes, I watched the whole thing. War God 6. Hitting that like button is the first thing I do when tuning in. Sometimes I'm late, so I have to wait for the ad to end, so I've got time. Yeah. Thank you for hitting like, guys. Appreciate it. I'm probably going to be calling it quits here soon, though. Because my back's really bothering me. So, in conclusion, I think this episode was great. The longer length was good. The flashback sequence was perfect. And it's moving along nicely. This is actually this is where it's picked up its pace now. So it's good. Hopefully from here on out, it's very, very much quicker of a show. Not saying that the last 3 episodes were bad, because they absolutely weren't. This is just better than last week's, because last week's was so fucking short. I like where they're going. I hope they don't screw it up. The musical sting at the end of this one was amazing. I do want to see... Oh, that's my bad. Sorry. I do want to see the Mandalorian come into the show. I think that would be very interesting. But... fucking kick the thing. Anyway, so I mean, no, this episode was great. And I'm perfectly fine with everything they're doing with the show so far. I wouldn't have expected it. I wouldn't have thought about it to approach the story this way, and I appreciate that. Like, this is cool. Actually getting to know Boba Fett and know that he's not a complete asshole. Yeah, being badass is one thing, and yeah, you can be badass for a number of years and do shit that you might not be proud of when you're older. But as long as you learn from it and become a better person, and even says in this one, like, I'm tired of, being someone's hammer, essentially. Well, they become the fat cats, and, people like us are dying for them. It's time for us to kind of take a part of enjoying that. So I think that's great. He needs a new captain's chair. Nah. Most YouTube shite is just garbage. This is a man in house. Okay. Workout 6. Your LED LCARs aid in of the Constitution. Do you know if they do other ships? Well, that one, it was from Think Geek, and there's two in the box. There's the TOS Enterprise, and then there's the Galaxy class. I've never once put the Galaxy class thing in there. I'm just not a fan. Compared to the TOS one, just doesn't look as good. So there's 2 in the box. Other than that, I don't know. I think there's ones you can get on Etsy, more specialty ones made of different ships, but I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. I would say go take a look on eBay or Etsy. But Eric Martin, $2 drink. Getting there. I agree. Back, legs, arms, etc. are bugging me from snowblowing this week. Let takeaway, don't slip on ice, do a spill, and smash your nuts. You'll pop a hip out of socket. Hey, Donnie, how's it going? You're way too humble. Am I, though? I am pretty great, so. Evil is fine, but don't be a dick. Another reason why I'm continuing working on my recreation, to thank my Dallas Cowboys for another great season. I don't really care about football, so moving on. Sorry, Donnie. War God 6, I read that. Who is evil, Jeremy? Yeah, who's evil? What's happened? I don't even know anymore. Let's try not to hit the tripod this time, Stuart. Yeah, so in conclusion, that was a great episode. Thank you all for watching. Fleet Paw puts in $2. F autocorrect. It destroyed my last comment. It did, and I don't understand it because I'm stupid. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for a review of the next episode of Prodigy. And yeah, we got the new schedule for all the new Star Trek shows. We're going to be busy. It's like 4 weeks of overlap where there's 2 shows on the same days for the next 29 weeks. Fuck me. 2 of which are finales. So we got the finale of Discovery on the same day as the premiere of Picard Season 2. So premieres and finales are pretty busy. So it's going to be shit. And then we've got the season finale of Picard Season 2 on the same day as the premiere of Strange New Worlds. Which... Ooh, you got another bot? Yes. Good job. And yeah, Strange New Worlds is already renewed for a 2nd season. Absolutely, they're all renewed. So yeah, we're gonna be busy beavers. Anyway, thank you so much to everybody that joined tonight. I really appreciate it. Sorry I don't want to go longer. Like, one of my last lives went for almost 2.5 hours or more. Didn't even realize the time. This one, I'm really just watching the clock, and I'm just not in the... I'm in a little bit of pain with my back and stuff, so this chair is kind of garbage too. Because I didn't wheel Sylvia's chair in, her nice office chair. Because I got some stuff here that I need to move, so there's not enough room, and then I brought up this stupid kitchen chair, and it's just... you guys don't care. I understand. Alright, anyway, thank you for watching, guys. Have yourselves a great night, and I'll catch you guys later. And yeah, Book of Boba Fett. It's going great. Anybody tells you otherwise, they're an idiot. It's just that simple. See you guys later. Have a good one.